Welcome to lesson 044 of Online School of Entrepreneurship. I am Dr. Kirian Mfam. In today's lecture, we will dwell on how to measure business growth. Upon completion of this lecture, our audience will be able to explain how to measure business growth. How to measure business growth. There are a few factors to examine to gauge your business growth, depending on your goals. You may prefer one factor over another, but analyzing them in context with one another can give you the clearest picture of how well your business is scaling or performing. 1. Revenue. Revenue is a go-to metric in establishing business growth. After all, it's the amount of money your company is bringing in. Revenue growth over time can be good, as it generally means you are making more sales or higher value sales. However, it's important to balance revenue with expenses, because making more often means spending more. 2. Profit. A more important indicator than revenue is profit, which is what your company has netted over the course of a given period. When it comes to profit, a positive growth rate is great, but it doesn't always tell the whole story. If your profit margin is healthy, even a flat profitability year over year might not be bad. But for new businesses, quick profitability growth should be a key focus. 3. Market share. Market share describes how dominant your business is in its space compared with competitors. For new companies breaking into an industry, growing market share rapidly is a major concern. Without gaining a significant foothold against your competitors, it will be hard to drive sales to grow revenue. 4. Customer acquisition. One of the best ways to grow market share is by focusing on lead generation and sales volume. By getting your brand in front of potential customers and then converting them to make a sale, you can grow your company's market share and revenue at the same time. 5. Customer retention. Acquiring new customers helps you gain market share only if you retain those customers. So focusing on customer retention and improving this metric over time is also key to monitoring the growth of your business. 6. Team size. Growing your team is a significant expense, but the size of your team also represents how much you can do. Balancing a team that can meet operational needs with the payroll budget is a key challenge for every entrepreneur. So monitoring the growth of your team over time is particularly important. We started by saying that one of the first ways to measure your business growth is to look at your revenue. This is because if your business has no revenue to match the expenses, the business will in no distant time shut down. Secondly, we looked at profit, and we said that a more important indicator than revenue is profit. That is to say, profit is more important than revenue, because revenue is a combination of expenses and profit. So once you remove expenses from your revenue, what you have is profit. Thirdly, we state market share. Market share is the coverage and the control you have over the customers that are loyal to your business. 4, we talked about customer acquisition. That is to say, the customers that you are always sure that because of your relationship with them, they will come in and patronize your product or service. 5, which is the last point, we looked at customer retention. That acquiring new customers helps you gain market share only if you retain those customers. That is to say, when customers come to buy your product or service, please ensure that you do things that will enable them stay and come back to patronize you again. And lastly, we talked about the team size. That growing your team is a significant expense, but the size of your team also represents how much you can do. So if your team is manageable and efficient, it is better than a large team that is not efficient and effective. In the course of this lecture, and in line with our instructional objectives, we were able to explain how to measure business growth. Please support us by 1, following us on our Facebook page, Online School of Entrepreneurship. 2, subscribing to our YouTube channel, Entrepreneurship Teacher. And 3, liking, commenting, and sharing our post. Thank you and see you in our next lecture.